The broadcast is live, it says. Hi. Can you look? Okay. Can you see me and hear me and all that? I can. So I have the phone. I can get the picture on the phone. I can get the chat on the computer. So I have them both going. So that's why I keep looking over here. So hi. I don't know if anyone's there. I know that Nancy's there, and I know that Carly is there. Hi.
You have a black line going across your face.
Yes. I have a black line across my face. Hi, Inspire Engine. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Maybe it's Toby's here. Kelly, hey, wow, look at the gang's all here. I'm so excited. I haven't done a live stream in like what, a year, at least a year, more than a year. I haven't done a live stream probably since like December of the first year that I had the channel. So, and the channel's 2 years old. So, I don't know how the picture is because everything's all kooky out here. It's good to see you too, Bee's Knees and Silver Surfer. Howdy. Redwoods Lou. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay dry. That ship has sailed. There's no dry left out here. Wow, this is so cool. It's weird though because it's like being in a vacuum because I can't hear or see any of you guys, and you can hear and see me, so it's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. I gotta admit, it's a little weird, but I'll get used to it. Here I am at Brimfield. I wish I could show you more, but it started pouring and then it stopped and it started again. It's just been, my plan was to do this outside so that I could show you some of the, just a little bit of the color of the place and all that, but I really can't because it's like, talk about wet. It's like
flooding.
It's a mud puddle out there. Gabby, I did get your email with the St. Rita thing, but I didn't have a chance. I couldn't download the pictures because the signal here is so crappy. So I haven't seen it, but I got the email and hi. That's all I can think of to say is hi. You guys asked some really good questions. I'm going to go to the questions part of things. So if you guys have questions, Nancy's going to catch them for me because it's hard for me because since I'm on two devices. So I'll do this. I can see a little better. Because I'm on two devices, I may miss some things. So Nancy, thank your moderators, ladies and gentlemen. Nancy will catch questions that I miss. Hey, EJFXXX. And I'm staying very aware of the fact that a certain someone who I will leave nameless, Cat, said that how boring the part is at the beginning when the person says hi to everybody. So I'm not going to say hi to everybody, except I'm going to say hi to everybody. Reverend RV, Meeser Girl, James Glenn, Barbara Eldridge. Oh, there's too many of you. Rodney Shell, Toby. I hope that's how you say that, Toby. Carly Ellison. If I missed you, it's not on purpose. Anyway, hi. It's so it's been super wet. It's crazy. It was crazy hot all day, like insanely hot to the point where I was actually praying that it would rain, and then it rained, and it's not any less hot. Captain is freaking out because he wants to be up here with me. He doesn't really quite get this whole we're live thing at all because I didn't have Captain when I used to go live every week back in the day. Which I don't know if Jean is here, but she would be our OG probably from our original live stream group. We used to have a live stream every week, and there were 18 people who routinely came. And now I don't know how many of you there are because I can't see that, but looks like there's a couple more than 18 anyway, which is very cool. And a lot of people were asking me questions about my leaks. Everybody wants an update on the leaks. And I got to tell you, honestly, Brimfield just kind of took over everything. So I don't have an update on the leaks because I wasn't able to. Well, okay, I did. I don't think I posted the video where I'm like taping them all up. I used Flex Seal tape on the leaks, and it was not a successful venture, as James Glenn warned me it would not be. But I think I had the diagnosis wrong. So I'm pretty sure that the leak at the floor level on the driver's side is coming through the cowl drain, which I did have as a diagnosis, but I haven't done anything to fix that yet. And I think that's going to solve my floor leak problem. Kathy, don't worry about being late. I was probably late too, I think. I'd be late. I'm going to be late for my own funeral, I think. So yeah, I haven't solved all the problems. I mean, I think I pretty much have a grip on what the leaks are. And in terms of whether I fixed the floor and the steps, and no, because I'm not going to fix any of that stuff until I fix the leaks, because there's no point. Why fix it if it's just going to get messed up again? So yeah, that's the story there. I'm sure I'll have probably more videos than you guys want to see about more leaks and more things. And I actually found a leak while I was here and fixed it, a totally different leak. And I'm not going to make a video about it because I thought these people do not need to see every damn leak that I find. They get the leak idea, okay? If you get the leak idea, hi from 200. Hi from, hey Daniel, why don't you come over? Come on over. Daniel's here, and he's 200 yards away, and it's a lake out there. If you want to come over, knock on the back door. It's pretty tight squeeze in here, but we'll fit you in. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story with the leaks, and I'm gonna try not to see. Here's the thing: people say to me, well, we just want you to talk to us about what's going on in your life. You don't have to do DIYs and all that stuff. But here's the thing: I'm a pretty obsessive person, and when I'm working on the bus, I'm working on the bus and working on the bus and working on the bus, and that is my life. So you're probably going to see some more of me fixing stuff, because that's what I'm doing. That is my life. And that leads me to a question that Kat asked, and I see Kat has just arrived, so perfect timing. I had mentioned in the last video about losing and gaining subscribers periodically, and Kat wanted to know if I thought that was related to topics. See, I keep turning my head funny because this thing, it doesn't mirror your face, so it looks weird. Like everything, it's not, when you're on Zoom, you're mirrored so you can see yourself how you normally see yourself. I'm backwards to myself, so it's very hard to adjust to. That's why I'm going like this a lot. Anyway, I do think it has something to do with topics, but I also think it's just normal. Like YouTube is like, first of all, they're always purging dead accounts, so you might see like a whole bunch disappear at once. And I find that every time I post a video, like for example, from this afternoon to now, I lost like 4 subscribers, but I'll probably have them back by tomorrow. And it's not the same people; it'll be different people that fill that gap. But it's just a constant turnover. You want the people that you want to subscribe to your channel are the right people, right? And so I do such a wide variety of videos. Like if someone watches and they see a video about Saint Rita, they might be like a saint. They love saints. They're obsessed with saints. They go, I'm going to subscribe to this saint channel. And then they find out that the next video is about how to, like, what kind of cabinet knobs I use. And they're going to go, I don't give a shit about this lady's cabinet knobs. And they're going to unsubscribe. So that's kind of the natural process of finding your people, is the subscribe, unsubscribe thing. Some people unsubscribe if they are pissed that you don't post enough. Some people unsubscribe if they're pissed that you post too much. So you can't please everybody. So you just have to kind of say, this is my person, and I'm going to zero in on them, and I'm going to try to provide what they want. And I kind of just try to provide what I want. And that might sound selfish, but yeah, it's the only thing that makes it fun for me. And I think you can tell me if I'm wrong, that you guys watch this because on some level you relate to what I'm doing, or the way I do it, because I'm not exactly the most I'm not the most together person, and I think a lot of people maybe relate to that. It's not something I do for the camera, believe me. It's just who I am, and sometimes it's a little frustrating, but so the answer to the question would be yes. Sometimes it's a question of the content not pleasing that person or whatever. Sometimes it's a question of YouTube just letting go of dead accounts, and sometimes people actually give up YouTube sometimes. Believe it or not, there's people out there who say, screw this, I'm not going to do this anymore, and then they're gone. I see Nancy saying, hi, Camo Dave. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mary. Hi, Camo Dave. So glad you could be here. It's a little nutty, but because I have to look in one place for the comments and another place for my face because my connection is so bizarre. But yeah, so that was one of the questions that I had. Now, my favorite question that anybody asked, and I'm kind of jumping right to questions because I don't know how long this connection is going to last. Things just seem to jump in and out around here a lot. EJFXX, or is it 3X's? I don't remember. But anyway, hi. Asked, is there an item that you've sold, but you didn't want to sell it, but you sold it because you're a seller? And it's funny, I was just talking about this today. There are only 2 things that I've ever sold that I regretted. Whoa, I have a line on my face that I've regretted selling. There it is again. And only one of them I still regret. The other one I got over it. The first one, I found this stained glass window that was kind of shaped like a baseball diamond, and it had the eye of God over a pyramid, and it had a lamb on it, and it was from like a 1920s church, and I love this thing. And when I had a spot in an antique mall, I used it as my kind of shingle for, to show where my space was. And I didn't want to sell it, so I just priced it really high. And there was this guy who would come in every day and look at it, and he was the kind of guy who had like literally like tears tattooed on his face. And he would come in and look at this thing every day, just stared like this. And then one day he just came in and went boom and put down money and bought my beautiful stained glass. And I was like, no. So flash forward 3 years, I have a store, and this guy walks in, tears tattooed on his face, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I say, aren't I who? And he's like, aren't you the lady who? And it turns out he had bought my stained glass. And I said to him, I'll pay you triple to buy it back from you. And he says, well, I don't have it anymore, because I guess he went through some weird phase where he suddenly decided that it was evil, that it was from the Illuminati. And because it had the triangle, it had the pyramid and stuff. And so he gave it away to an antique dealer. And yeah, that was long gone. So I never got it back. So that's the one thing I still today miss. I wish I had it. If I had it, it would be in the bus, even though it's stained glass window. The other thing was this incredible English library table that I found at Goodwill for some crazy reason. And the only reason I regretted it is because I bought it and had it at the store, and somebody bought it when I wasn't in the store. And so I never got to say goodbye to it. And that I really regretted that for a while, but I got over that one. That was not a big thing. I'm going to steal this term from my friend David Melito. I am an unattached maximalist. I love stuff, but I'm not attached to stuff to keep it. And so that's the thing. So I'm always happy to get rid of anything, to sell anything to anybody. I wish I could follow the chat and look at myself. I don't need to look at myself. Why am I looking at myself? But I wish I could follow the chat and see the picture at the same time. Carly has never unsubscribed. Thank you. Be you and they will come. That's exactly it. And the riffraff, the right people are the riffraff, bee's knees. So there you go. A couple people asked me, how did the bus ultimately get fixed? And I just have to say, who says it's fixed? No, it's a mystery a little bit, because it's not completely fixed, but it's fixed enough that it's safe to drive. And so many things were done to it. And I don't have like an itemized bill, because the repair shop was incredibly kind to me. And I didn't want to push them to give me an itemized bill when they're basically not charging me for about 90% of the things they did. So I don't know exactly what they did. And there still is a little bit of a wander problem. And I have a theory on what it is, but I don't know if they already checked that, because I don't know what they did. And I don't want to be a nuisance about it, basically. Yes. Brad's question, I don't know if Brad's here, but his question was, does it always rain in Brimfield? And the answer is yes. It always rains in Brimfield. It always rains a little bit. Every time I've come here, it has rained a little bit.
Always in July. July.
Yeah, July. My friend Karen is here, by the way. Hi, Karen. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she brought me dinner, so she's here. And she's actually my first dinner guest in the bus. I've never had anybody over to dinner, believe it or not, in all this time. I mean, I've had people eat dinner outside, but it's pouring rain. We can't eat outside. So this is my first guest. I'm trying to whip through the comments and see what I missed, if I missed anything. I know I missed probably things. Topi says Mary, but what you just said, Mary? What? You raised your hand, Mary. Talk. Tell me. Can't he sit with you? A laptop. Oh, Captain, he can sit with me. He's with me now. He just was trying to jump off while I'm feeling very awkward right now. And I have that line. Karen keeps warning me when I have the line on my face.
Yeah.
So, Michael Kirkland, you used to sell antiques in the USA? And now you don't? Daniel can't come over because it's raining. He will melt. Michael, so you're in Colombia now. Is that what you're saying? One can live very cheaply in Colombia. The prices in the States scare me. They scare me too. And yet here I am, living in the States. So one of the things I did here at Brimfield is... One of the things I did here at Brimfield this time is I put out a big pile and I said, pay me whatever you want. Whatever price you want to pay, that's the price. And I would say that 3/4 of the people at least paid me more money than I would have asked for, which is pretty cool, until yesterday. And then they started like making giant bags of stuff and paying me $1. So it's a very different audience here at Brimfield, I'm going to venture to say, between Wednesday and Thursday crowd and the Friday crowd. The Friday crowd are cheap
Saturday
bastards.
Saturday.
And Saturday was a little cheap. The Saturday they were like, okay, and yesterday I offered a guy a $50 piece for $10, and he said, "How about 7?"
Did you say no?
I said, did you not see the price tag on that was $50? And he said, well, yeah, but you said to ignore the price tag. I said, ignore the price tag. I didn't say insult me. It's $10. And he paid the $10. This is confusing. I'm sorry that I'm so confused. Douglas P. Hi, Mary and Captain. Captain, they said hi to you. Topi was waving. Okay, hi. Oh, yeah, Nancy, we had pizza in the bus. But when did we? Oh, during, yeah. But this was this is different. Like, it was like we're going to sit down and eat dinner. That was just, we got some pizza. We're going to eat it. Okay, so here's the pause. I did sell a lot. Okay, so you guys tell me what's your favorite things that you have bought. What are some vintage things that you guys... What was that sound? Karen is making... what are some things that you guys have bought that you have really liked buying? And that you have been happy to find? Like, what's your favorite weird vintage thing? And I'm not going to worry about this line on my face because it's there. You know what? I got worse problems than lines on my face. Believe me. Tomorrow I have to pack up a bunch of soggy ass stuff. And I had Operation Empty Bus, and it's not going to be empty, but I sure did get rid of a lot of stuff. It was awesome. People do bargain you to death sometimes, but not that much. I mean, it's like I said, a lot of people paid me more than I would have asked if I had put an actual price on these things. And I was surprised by that, but you guys are having a great conversation about South America. I feel a little bit left out. I've never been to any place in South America. I've been to the United States, and I've been to Scotland, Ireland, England. In fact, my cousin said she'd be here from England if she had insomnia. And I'm happy to see she doesn't have insomnia, but it would have been nice to see her here on the chat. Cats was my favorite vintage was a 1953 wood-burning single-burner cook stove. 1953. Are you using that in the bus? And I may have a lag on my comments. I apologize. So if you said that like an hour ago, then I apologize. But I do know Blue Ridge pottery. You found Blue Ridge pottery in Colombia. Wow. And Miser Girl loves tin litho children's dishes in imperfect condition. I love that you said that you like them in imperfect condition. She didn't say in perfect condition. She said in imperfect condition. And I have certainly had my share of those. Sue is here. My cousin from England is here. And she does have insomnia. Well, I'm glad you haven't saw me tonight, Sue. I'm glad you're here. Everybody say hi to Sue,
Hi,
all the way
Sue.
from. Wait, where are you? Where are you? I mean, I know you're across the pond in Marigold, England, but where in particular? Nancy has a ditch quilt that she wants me to look at from 1925-ish. Cat ended up going with the diesel heater, and it's now for sale. Her best thing she found. Gabrielle, sewing machines. Yeah, sewing machines. Sewing machines are easy to find because everybody had one at one point in time. But really cool old ones are not easy to find. Oh, you're in Blackpool. Okay, I was gonna say from Blackpool, but I wasn't totally sure. So, Sue is in Blackpool, and I remember being in Blackpool. Okay, I visited Sue when I was how old was I? I was 14, I think, and they had a guest house, and I don't know if you call it that, bed and breakfast, whatever. I don't know what you guys call it over there, but I remember there was a guy staying there named Billy Graham, and he was going to see The Sound of Music because it had a lot of nuns in it. That's what I remember most about Billy Graham. And I remember some lady saying to me, "Do you come from Liverpool, love?" I don't come from Liverpool. But, guest house. That's it. My house, your house in are you in Bogota? Your house was built in 1700 by a woman who was in the independence movement of Colombia. That's awesome. Do you remember Billy Graham, Sue? You regret selling. Okay, Silver Surfer. I regret selling my Honda Hawk. Oh, I'm going to put it on the thing. I regret selling my Honda Hawk when I got pregnant. I don't know what I was thinking. I bet I know what you're thinking. You were thinking, I'm pregnant. Why am I riding a Honda Hawk? But I wish you hadn't gotten rid of it too. It's a great movie for Catholics. A lot of nuns in it, you know. What was that? Wait, I'm hitting the. I don't really know what I'm doing. Has anybody figured that out yet? I don't know what I'm doing. An online store for van people to sell stuff might be a project. Yes, that would be a good project. In fact, stay tuned because, well, I have some plans. I have a website. That's only one little part of it would be that, but yeah, there are things coming. What else? Okay, well, I guess I've said about all I can say. This is so weird. I'm just not used to doing this, I guess. I'm going to have to get used to doing it again because I enjoy doing it. I don't really enjoy doing it this way, and hopefully I won't have to do it this way in a normal circumstance just because I'm in this place where nothing is working correctly. Because it's technically weird and I'm having to look at two different things, it's very disconcerting. Now, I don't know if I don't see her here, but there's a viewer. Boy, I can't remember her name. Had Crafts and Angel in it. Okay. And she told me, Michael, I don't know how to make your comment go away, so it's going to be there from now till the end of time. Okay. So she saw me in videos and she said, "Have you ever been checked for strabismus?" And I didn't know what strabismus was. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it turns out that I actually have strabismus, which is crossed eyes, like double vision. So if you look at my eyes, when I'm looking at them right now, I can really see it. So if she is here, even though I can't remember, Crafty Angel, if you're here, Crafty Angel, I want to say thank you for diagnosing me because you turned out to be correct. Isn't that weird that I got diagnosed on YouTube? By other things have happened for me on YouTube. The state of Massachusetts did not believe that I was a flea market vendor at Brimfield, and I said, "Oh yeah, how about a video?" And I sent them a link to my video from the last time I sold at Brimfield, and they believed I actually sold here. So YouTube has saved my butt a couple times now. What did you? Oh, strabismus. What did I have to do for this? Well, I haven't gotten my appointment yet because it's not. apparently it's only handled by a pediatric ophthalmologist. So I have to go to a pediatrician for my eyes, and my appointment is next month. It took 3 months to get the appointment, and I don't know what I have to do. They may put a prism in my glasses. I might have to wear an eye patch. There's any number of possible solutions they could give me. And so, yes, selling at flea markets is hard work. It is, and that's why, last year when I sold here, anybody who saw my video from the last time I sold, 2019, probably, I don't know if it was July or September, I said I had an epiphany that I didn't really like the selling part. I only liked setting up. Well, I had an epiphany this year, and it's like, I don't like setting up either. All I like is shopping. I like buying the stuff, and that's it. So I'm making a concerted effort to move away from the flea market. Unfortunately, I don't really like shipping things either, so I can't really sell online. So I think I'm done being a vintage vendor. I loved having a store, but having a store is very different because it's it's the main difference for me with having a store and selling someplace like this is in the store I could have wild, crazy things that no one would ever buy. And I could know that no one was going to buy them. And it would still be a great thing to have them in the store because people would come in because they'd love to see that kind of stuff. And then they'd buy something small. Here, you can't bring that stuff with you because typically it's large, it's extravagant. You already know no one's going to buy it. So you pack your vehicle with stuff that people will buy. And it's boring. And they don't buy it because you don't have that giant, the mermaid. You don't have the mermaid chandelier that you have in a store that pulls people in and makes people say that's a really interesting store. So I enjoyed having a store. I don't really enjoy this anymore. And every time I think it's going to be like a working vacation, and it ends up to be, pardon my French, but there's a quaint French word for it called clusterfuck. And that is what it turns out to be every time. And it has turned out to be that again. Could I be a scout for things that other people want? Yeah, sure. I could be. But I don't know who would hire me for that. I mean, I would love to do that job, but who's going to hire me? Now, Karen here is a scout, but she scouts locations, which is really fun. And I've done that before, too. You find places for people to shoot things, videos and movies and stuff like that. And that's what she does. She found me. Karen is the one who found me that fantastic place where I did my rebuild for as long as I was able to do it until I couldn't go there anymore because I crashed into things on the freeway and had all kinds of other problems. Okay. What else? Why are they called flea markets? Okay. That's a great question. And I asked Captain that earlier in the week because I thought if anybody knew, it would be a dog. And he did not know either. I don't know if at some point they sold fleas. I don't know why they call them flea markets. And then here they call them flea markets, but on the West Coast they call them swap meets. And I know that it's kind of interchangeable, but you really never hear flea market in California, and you never hear swap meet. You very rarely hear swap meet here, so it does seem to be regional. Crafts made by native tribe. That's nice. Your daughter-in-law was a location finder. Cool. Well, she could have worked with Karen. Yeah.
You know what you could do.
And I also wanted to say, I mentioned in the video that I might be on Good Morning America, and I want to say that I was sadly not on Good Morning America. I don't know if anybody caught the segment, but my bar glass was. At one point, she holds up my bar glass, one of the three. Look at my fingernails. Look at that. I shouldn't really be showing that, should I? But I guess, see, and this is the thing where it's not going the right direction. I feel like my hand is moving in the wrong direction. That's just ironic that I would be complaining about the prices being too low on flea market flip, and then I'd sell like 3 glasses for $2. But she holds up my incredibly cheap bar glass at one point, and the Max's nose is in a shot, and that's it. I'm not in any shots, but that's okay. I don't mind. I have my own forum in which I get to be all the time. And Laura, what's her name? Lara? No, she's not Laura. She's Lara. Lara Spencer has nothing on me because I can do a show anytime I want and be the star. Well, probably so can she. Oh, Toby says it started in France. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It started in France, and there were actual fleas in the stuff that people bought.
That makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense. Um, Mary, will you be coming back out west one day? Yes, I will be coming back out west. I will be coming back. I will be coming out west probably in January. I think. I'm not completely clear on my schedule, but it won't be permanently unless something major changes between now and then, which I doubt will happen. But I'll be coming for a visit because I need to get out west, and I got stuff to do out there. Um, and what else? What else do you guys want to know? Um, Nancy, did anybody ask any questions that I missed? I'm so nervous. Why am I so nervous? You guys are my friends. I shouldn't be nervous. This is probably going to go down in history as potentially the goofiest live stream ever to appear on YouTube. Except perhaps my old live. I used to describe my old live streams that I did in the beginning. I used to say they were like an AOL chat room, except you felt a little less dirty when you came out. What else can I say to you? Make it to, well, I could try to make it to Washington. I was planning on, I have a friend in D. I don't know if D's watching, but D, I did a video about D. She's the one who had that beautiful, she has a full trailer that she built herself. The one whose house got stolen. Does anybody remember that? Her mortgage was stolen, and she ended up in a trailer, and has had all kinds of legal issues going forward from that. And she has invited me to visit her, and she's in, I think, Oregon. But I'll go anywhere. I don't care. I mean, it's all a question of how long I can get away. If I come out west and I need sewing done, I always need sewing. But I bought a sewing machine. It's a tiny little one. It's here in the bus. I'm scared to use it. It's funny how I have very little intimidation about saying, like, I don't know, I've never used a whatever, a weed whacker. I've never used this before, but I'll try it. An egg grinder. I'll try an egg grinder. Sure, might take off my finger, but I'll try it. And that was a weird. Okay, I have to tell you who just messaged me when I got off this. I'll try an egg grinder, but a sewing machine intimidates me like crazy. I mean, I'm just terrified of sewing machines, and I don't understand why. It seems like a thing that it's a very, what type of sewing machine? It's a very small. It's a bus size sewing machine, very small. I don't know what the brand is. It had good reviews on Amazon for miniature sewing machines. It's an actual sewing machine that's small. I originally bought one that I thought was that, and it turned out to be sort of more of a toy. And so I sent that one back, and I got this one, which is like an actual sewing machine, but miniaturized, so it fits in a bus. Maybe a meetup in the Northwest. Yes. And yeah, Nancy, you tell them. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, guys. We like that. And I need to come to, yes, I do need to go to England and visit again. I think it's it's a plastic machine. It's plastic. Sorry. That's bad news. It's just, I needed something really small and very non-intimidating because I'm very easily intimidated. So come to Nevada, smoke, drink, and gamble. There's only one of those that I actually do, and I don't do it much, but I'll come gamble with you. Why not? Yeah, I'll do. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna, as I my hope is that this time, last time I went cross country, both there and back, I was in such a hurry, and this time I would really like to give myself a lot more time, and maybe meet up with a few people along the way. As long as you guys promise that you're not psychos, I will be happy to meet you. So far, I don't get the vibe that anybody here is a psycho, though. You have plastic and metal machines. You need something with good torque. Yeah, I don't know how my torque is. I really don't know how my torque is. like I said, I haven't used it yet. It has good reviews, but it's still in the box because I'm scared of it. So I think I'm probably gonna wrap up soon because, yeah. Well, I think Camo Dave is going west on his own, aren't you, Camo Dave? Are you still here? Tell us your plans. Everyone wants your plans. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Nancy, $5 super chat from Nancy. We love that. And oh, I should also say, because I have some of the people here who have done it. For those of you who have done the applause thing on the videos, thank you so much. That's awesome. When yeah, I mean, I feel very lucky to be part of that beta and have the applause thing where you can say thank you for a video with money. And I feel really really lucky that people have actually done it. And I'm sort of amazed every time that I love doing this, so it sort of amazes me when people want to actually give me money for it. But it is kind of a necessary thing because it actually costs me money. But and Captain eats a lot of dog food, a lot. For a small guy, he's kind of a hog. So there you go. Where is the like button? I don't know where the like button is. Are you on a phone? Oh my God, Jeanette! I didn't even know you were there, and you're throwing me $10. You are awesome. Michael, you use buy me a cup of coffee. I've seen that. Do you like it? Does it work out well? I mean, I'll use all of them eventually, right? I'll just everything on there and say I'm just a whore. Give me any way you want, but I haven't done that quite yet. A little tip. Thank you. It's my mom. My mom is good. She's I wish she were a happier person, but she's in good health for what's going on with her. She comes from sturdy French Canadian stock, and she's probably going to be with us for about she's probably going to outlive me. Let's face it. She's the Energizer Bunny, and she really really loves Captain, and she really misses him. I've talked to her on the phone every day I was here, and every day she says, "What's my little guy doing? I miss my little guy." She misses Captain. Now me, not so much, but she misses Captain. I would miss Captain too if I didn't have him sitting here with me. Yes, Captain. Not only did Captain get used to the people walking by, he actually, I think this trip has been really good for Captain. Right, I'm talking about you. Yes. Because today he was really seeking attention from people, like in a very positive way. And usually he's just trying to, he's not trying to bite anybody, but he's usually trying to scare them. And today he was like really engaging with people, and he figured out that people like him and that they'll give him pets and stuff if he, if he's nice. And so he was pretty nice today for the most part. He does not like all this rain, but then neither do I. So. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye before I wear out my welcome, and before I wear out my signal too. So, see, this is how bad my eyesight is. The button says end broadcast, and I thought it said buy breakfast. So I'm gonna hit that button and go buy breakfast. And I hope you guys had some fun, and I hope we can do it again. And maybe I'll be a little more organized next time. Next time I'll be in my natural environment and not having to use devices at once, which is really problematic. Because I feel like I'm not in the room with, like, you guys are having a party and I'm standing outside the party giving a speech. That's what it feels like. And I'd much rather be in the party. So next time I'll see you at the party. Okay. See you later. Buying breakfast now.